Well, I have my favorite new band on in the background, Suwelo. Ooh. And I'm, of course, backing up, driving as my usual. I am just starting this video through some tears and some sniffles because a friend that I met online who is a little bit ahead of me on the breast cancer path, I was texting with her, Facebook messaging with her and her daughter. God, this video is horrible. I just can't find a good spot to put it in. Maybe I'll just pull over. Her daughter sent my daughter a gift, and her daughter's 14. My daughter's 11. And it was just really touched my heart. She might see this one day because she does watch these sometimes. And she sent me a care package when everything, when I first got diagnosed, and it meant so much to me. It's the only care package I received from anybody, and it just was, so touching, like a stranger on the internet. I gotta deal with that. Can be so thoughtful, and it really means a lot to me. I guess I have to turn this music down because it's distracting. So, yeah. There have been so many amazing people who have supported me along the way. And in some ways, like, I just set up a meal train for myself because I have surgery on Friday and they're going to re-put in the tissue expander. And I'm going to be home by myself. My partner / friend, I don't know what he is anymore. We've been kind of, I don't know, like together, not together. He's going to be gone. He had been postponing travel for a while, so it really makes sense for him to not postpone taking the trip that he really wants to take to visit his family. So I have another friend of mine who's been very supportive and dear that's going to drive me down and stay with me and drive me back. I'm just still I still feel emotional, and I don't really even get that emotional lately. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm just moved by the preciousness of life. I yesterday was hanging out with a friend of mine that I haven't connected with in a while, and we were both in a school together for a long time, a very immersive kind of school. She's there a lot longer than me, but I was there long enough that when I left that school, everything felt weird. And we connected yesterday, and it really meant a lot to me to do that. And yeah, I just feel life changing, and some of the friendships that have been so profound and significant, like a lot of people in the Bay Area, a lot of people have gone their own way. There's still some there, and I miss them, and I don't see them nearly as much as I would like. And then I've always felt so isolated and alone where I live in the Sierra foothills. I just have always felt a really hard time making connections with people that feel really meaningful to me, who I value deeply, who I feel really resonate with my own values. And I guess it's just, I have that sort of outsider, outcast kind of quality about me. And I just hung out with her yesterday, and it was so great. It was so great to just, I feel like humans, like we just have an innate need to be known and to be understood. And when we meet people who feel like us, who resonate with our values, who believe in what we believe in, we feel it's a sense of belonging. I was listening to Brene Brown recently. I think Power of Vulnerability. I bought that a long time ago and listened to it, and I'm listening to it again, and she says that we have a real innate sense and need to belong, and I feel that. So yeah, it's gonna be weird. I'm just gonna be home by myself, and why there's just like more emotion there, maybe because I haven't really let it out, or I don't feel like I've been holding it back. It just hasn't been there. My platelets are 45,000, which is, it's not great, but it could be worse. She just sent me a little note back. It just popped up on my phone. The person I'm talking about who sent my daughter a gift. Yeah, so just I just pray. My daughter is thoughtful. My daughter's thoughtful, and I just pray she's that thoughtful at 14 that she would just reach out and give to somebody that she doesn't know to their child, because she knows what it was like to go through something intense, you know? And they've been going through something intense, that's for sure. Yeah, so my platelets, and I thought I might need to get IVIG before surgery. What's today? Monday. And the surgery is Friday. And I drive down on Thursday. I'll be getting an ultrasound as well. And they said I don't need the IVIG. He'll just give me a transfusion of platelets during surgery, which they did before. They had to do that during one of the emergency surgeries as well. So there's just the regular risk factor, I think, of platelet. You know, I guess with platelets it's different than blood transfusion in that it's a whole bunch of people's platelets. You can't just get like platelets from one person to get a transfusion. It has to be such a large quantity that it has to be multiple people. So, you know, whatever risk factor there is for side effects and stuff. Yeah, my medical oncologist says he doesn't really love, you know, it's risky to get blood transfusions because I think that's maybe how mad cow disease spread, or I'm not really sure. He said he mentioned that, but I can't remember what he said about it exactly. So my hair is just in such an awkward phase too. I mean, it's growing. It's so curly. So I'll be, wow. It seems like, oh my God, it's just so curly. I don't always really notice how curly it is. Wow, that's really long. That's from like, I finished chemo a year and 2 months ago. Almost a year and 3 months ago. So, wow, it's a lot of growth. So I go down on Thursday and I'm getting an ultrasound. They're going to ultrasound the side that they took the lymph nodes out of. And she said she felt something there. I don't even know if I left a video on this before, but she felt like, you know, an enhancement, some sort of swelling. And it's a little bit worrisome, but she said, you know, well, she didn't say, but I'm concluding that maybe it's also, it could just be the remaining lymph nodes. I think they took 4. I'm always like confusing myself about whether or not they took 4 or 6. Either way, it's not that many, but they took more than they needed to, you know, to be safe. And it could just be that the other lymph nodes are like working harder, you know, having to compensate for the ones that are missing. So that's my hope. I have this like rose serum on my face. It's hard not to look at yourself when you have a camera looking at you. So, okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting an ultrasound. Hopefully that's fine. I mean, they may need to biopsy. She said, I don't know. She said, don't be alarmed if they need to biopsy. You know, it's just part of the process. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've had 2 biopsies. They were awful. And she said she also really wanted to just establish a baseline, you know, like, okay, here's where you are, because she didn't have one, which I don't know why they didn't do that a year ago when I had the mastectomy. So I do that on Thursday, and then I was supposed to go in for surgery at like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning or something. But now they pushed it back to 9, and I guess I'll find out the day before what the time is as well. And then they're going to keep me overnight, even though it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be an outpatient surgery. Well, not supposed to be. It typically is an outpatient surgery. He said it takes 45 minutes to do the actual surgery, which is to replace the expander. And I won't have a drain or drains, and that's amazing because drains are awful. Meaning like there just shouldn't be a lot of fluid collection. So that's good. I hope the skin is good. I've been kind of like massaging it, and I'm not going to show all of it, but yeah, I don't know. This isn't really coming undone. I've been trying to take care of it. I'm completely flat, but I do still have my nipple. Right now I have on a breast form though, so fake boobies. And yeah, they're going to keep me overnight just to make sure I'm good to go. So I'll come home on Saturday on the 4th, and then I've been arranging to have some people come over and be with me, like to bring me some food. And then I also am hoping that this home care people. I don't even know what it is. I think a nurse comes. It's home care, and they come like help you or maybe change your incision, maybe change the wound dressing and stuff like that. I've never had that. I'm like nervous about that. I don't know why. I'm nervous that what if I don't know. I don't even know what I'm nervous about. What if they're just like idiots, or what if I don't like them, or what if they don't know what they're doing, or what if I feel vulnerable and they come into my home and I'm like, get the hell out of my home. I don't know. I doubt it'll go like that. They'll probably be fine, but it just feels weird. I'm going to be home by myself and then some like random person's going to come in and help me. I think I'll need help for at least a few days, and I think I can drive like after I'm not on pain meds. And when I had the mastectomy, I was really only on pain meds for like a couple of days. I wanted off that stuff so bad. It was oxycodone, I think. Contin. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, I can't remember what it was, but it just felt horrible. Oh, so I doubt I'll be on them for very long. And then hopefully I can just resume life. And then I just really don't know when I'm going to take out the expanders and put in the implants. Oh my gosh. I might, like, they want to do 3 months later, right? Like, that's when it's safe to do it. But I don't know if I'm going to do that because I got my juice. Because I'm in a leadership program that starts on February 28th with Landmark Education. Something I've been wanting to do for 20 years. Like, I'm not kidding. How old am I? Yeah, 20 years I've been wanting to do it. And, you know, cancer just said, like, do it. You have to do it. And, of course, like, nothing about it. Not nothing, but there's always obstacles, right? It's like people say they want to have kids and they're waiting for the ideal time. Well, good luck. You know, there's just, like, no ideal time. I don't think there's an ideal time for anything. You kind of just have to, if it's big, you just have to do it, you know? So this is 8 months of my life where I'm going to be very consumed. Hopefully I can figure out how to make money and stuff inside of it. But it's just the kind of thing where, like, it's a leadership program. I'm going to be trained in being a leader. And I will, because I'm familiar with their work, you know, my level of efficiency and like, you just step up to life. Like, life, when I've been involved in Landmark programs, my life just works. And so I'm assuming it'll be that times 10 because that's the level of commitment that's really required to do it. And anyway, all that to say, it's going to be like an all-consuming 10 months of life through October. So it's more like 8 months, I guess. And I might postpone like putting the implants in. So, or I might try to fit it in. I don't know. I'm just leaving it up to, I'm just going to see how it goes. I've literally had this expander in for a year, which if I would have known that ahead of time to know that I have this thing in for a year, I would have it in a year. Oh my God. I think I would have been like, you know, beside myself because it's the most awkward thing. And it looks just like a botched boob job. It's so bad looking. Like if I were to wear a tank top and you just see it, you're like, oh, what happened to her, you know? But I mean, with clothes on, it just gives you a shape and it has a point, which is to, you know, expand the skin so that you can hold an implant or hold the tissue from your body, whatever you do. So it has had a purpose, but it's definitely weird. And underneath, I did radiation in March, and it's now December, and is it still? Yeah, it's December 30th. And underneath, like the skin is, I worry a little bit that it's like breaking through the way it broke through on this side, which, oh my God, I swear, I'm going to be so pissed off if that's what's happening. But I did have the plastic surgeon look at it and he said he thinks it's just radiation. It's just like the effect of radiation on that breast, you know? So normally it creates a thickening. So I don't know why it's like just this kind of tender soreness. Also my bra, which is not an underwire, but it's definitely, like irritating, you know, that area. So I definitely take off the bra when I can. But I've been wearing the mastectomy bras exclusively because I had those other kind of bras, you know, like, you know, ones that just have inserts, you can just stick a breast form in there. But I haven't, but like the breast form always sags in those things, and the mastectomy bra doesn't sag. So it's actually just a better bra. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just see, I guess, what I decide when the time comes after, like how it is with the expanders, how I'm doing, how this leadership program's going. Am I going to postpone it all the way till October? Maybe, I don't know. I have asked them several times about the expanders and they can be left in indefinitely, which like who would want that? But it's good to know just in terms of like logistics. So, I've really dragged this process out for so long. Oh my God. I feel like I just have had to have my life, you know. I'm not I don't know what women do. Women do all kinds of amazing and crazy things, like continue to work through chemo and radiation and surgery. I have no idea. I think those are just either incredibly amazing women. Well, they are anyway, but or they have jobs that really really want them, and they're like, okay, yes, we'll put your position on. They have careers. It's not really jobs, and they put their position on hold, and then they have something to come back to because they don't want to lose them. So anyway, I've just like I kind of wish I would have gotten it all done in like a year, and then at the same time, whatever, I've just done it the way I've done it. So yeah, that's my scoop. I just haven't really been wanting to make a video lately. Actually, I made one and I never uploaded it, so hopefully I'll upload this one. I don't know. I don't have the same motivation as I used to, or I'm just more tired, or I don't even really know what. I just know it's different. I think it's a lack of motivation at times, and it's some kind of tiredness and heaviness that are there that keep me from like having the vim and vigor that I've had, in my whole life. I still have it. I'm just a lot more tired. So anyway, yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll probably make another video sometime after surgery. See, hopefully any prayers are definitely appreciated. I hope it goes well. Holy crap. I've had hard times, but it's going to go well. That's what I'm holding